Sandra, I'm getting a chat from one of our listeners that goes, how often should I be on LinkedIn in terms of hours and days of the week when I'm in search, doing the things that Andrea has just advised that we do? I don't know if we can quantify it, but I'm curious if you know, Sandra, what most successful people in search do, how much time they spend doing this on LinkedIn.
Sure, that's a good question. Um, yeah, because the first line of defense is making sure that you're optimized to be found, and you don't have to spend much time after it's done making sure that that's on point. Um, you want to look at things that like your header. Not only does that show up in the search, but that's going to optimize heavily on what brings you up in the search. So the two first things are really to make sure that your profile is dressed up and then you invite the right people to the party. So get the profile done first, then you are inviting the appropriate people. But then to your point about how much time should I spend on LinkedIn? Um, I feel that first of all, if you're in job search, you should have the app on your phone. There's a little green dot that appears right on your picture that tells us whether you have the app or not. Recruiters actually have to pay money to message you if they're not connected to you. And a lot of times they think about they're using what they call their in-mails and their time wisely. So I might look at somebody and I say, this person doesn't look like they've been on LinkedIn for 3 years. Why am I bother going to message them? I'm going to move on to somebody I know I can access a little bit easier. Now, if I see that little green dot and I see that they're active, I know that I can ping them and probably get a response. So having the app on your phone and setting up your notifications so you actually get the little red dot on the app on your phone tells you, I just got a message from somebody. To the point about how much time you should spend daily, I think that's a really good question to be concerned about because um, one of our other wonderful coaches too, you can look up her masterclass, Pat Romboletti. She has a great masterclass on LinkedIn. And what you have to understand about LinkedIn is it's a networking platform. And networking is literally a game of give and take. You build relationships not through a one-way street. If you just show up on LinkedIn because you need something and you make posts only about what you want, that's not about building relationships. The other thing is it's not going to engage your network on your brand. Your network is not so much interested in what you want as they are interested in how you serve. So the activity that you spend on LinkedIn and posting and what should be on your homepage should be things that will show up in people's stream that would remind them of where your thought leadership is. And you focus your posting on your thought leadership, and whether that's one good post a day or maybe just a couple good engagements throughout the day where you're looking at your stream and you're looking what your network is looking for. I see that one of my colleagues over at XYZ company is looking for administrative assistant, and the company that we just sold, we had a great administrative assistant and set that person up. Asking for nothing in return is actually how you build and engage your network. So I feel that building and engaging your network should be a daily activity, whether you have 5 minutes to do it, whether you're scrolling your stream while you're standing in line somewhere, but I do believe it should be at least a daily activity.
Terrific. And you've covered the questions I had to ask you about networking, which is awesome. We're going to keep going. If anyone who's listening has any specific questions about networking, by all means, I will take them.